I had a blast going to Portland Retro Gaming this year, also known as Portland Retro Expo, seeing some amazing vendors and like-minded people who appreciate the retro video game scene is really amazing. This is something I've been waiting all year round for, and I'm really excited to complete my dream collection. That is the Mega Man collection. But regardless, if I don't, I'm still here to have fun, meet great people. I mean, seriously, people here are really nice. Like, compared to other cons I've been to before, whether they push, don't say excuse me when going through. Here, I mean, people are just like polite. I mean, it's proper etiquette here, so it's really cool. Yeah, so the first vendor I went to, I saw a bunch of really great Game Boy games, and I noticed one game in particular that is on my list, and that is Roland's Curse 2. This guy definitely had a price at a very high point, which is understandable, but you know, it is a con, so fingers crossed there's always some negotiating involved. Fortunately, we got it down to a little bit less, so it was a bit bearable to spend on, so big shout outs to him, and I will forever keep this in my collection.
Oh, Ken, pleasure.
Oh yeah.
Went to pick up this game. It is a Dragon Ball Legacy Goku 1 and 2. And right around the corner here, I saw this guy that I've always seen in a lot of conventions I go to, and I just wish I knew his name. So if we run across each other again, I'm pretty sure we will. We definitely have to catch his name. We share a passion of collecting Pokemon games, and he has this really cool sealed Pokemon game. Love to see his collection sometime. Along the way, we found some really cool, amazing custom artwork, a large version of cartridges. It was really tempting not to buy one. I mean, there's just so much to pick from, so.
Nintendo Arcade.
This is my next pickup. This part of my collection I really wanted to complete. It is the Nintendo Mega Man 5. As you can see, it's not in the best condition. However, it's in pretty good condition. I'm pretty happy with.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Mega Man 5.
The next one I went to is this vendor over here, which is, he has a complete copy of Musha. I was able to work on a trade and yeah, get that amazing grail into my collection, which I'm pretty stoked to have. As I'm turning around, I spot a bunch of YouTubers, Phoenix Resale and Gabba. If I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I apologize, but it was really cool to see them in person though. Walking around the corner here, got off my list is Zelda Minish Cap. Had it at a very good price. I think it's the cheapest I've seen in the convention, so pretty happy to have that. The guy was really kind enough to open the box and make sure that all the contents are there, which is great. I noticed that a lot of people just like give you the box and you just inspect it yourself, which is good too, but I am so terrible at opening up cardboard. This is a really cool booth here too, where they sell custom music boxes, including like Chrono Trigger, Zelda, Street Fighter, and yeah, it's a really cool booth. I highly recommend checking them out, guys.
Hi, do you guys have Mega Man 4 on the Game Boy? Complete?
Now this is the booth I really want to stop by and get these amazing grails that I was hunting down. They had the only copies of Mega Man on Game Gear and 4 on the Game Boy. This is like the #1 thing I came to the convention to try to find. However, we couldn't agree on a certain price, so but there's always going to be more conventions in the future, so it gives me an excuse to yeah, go to more.
Can I ask how much is that magical chase?
The what?
The magical chase?
35,000.
35,000, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, especially sealed. Oh my god.
This is by far the craziest booth I've seen here when it comes to like the most expensive games. Right there where I was pointing, sorry, I have a terrible camera angle, but this person had Magical Chase that's sealed. I believe that's like a 9.2. He wanted $35,000 for this game, which is, I don't know about that, but I definitely know that it's definitely in the tens and tens of thousands. So I wish him the best of luck on the sale. That's quite a grail to have in anyone's collection, really. But yeah, that's never seen one in person before. Very cool. And is that pizza really that delicious though? All right, this is the other booth that I really wanted to go to. This is actually a booth by SideQuest Games. They are the people that hosted this event. So I went to their booth to get some really good deals here. I walked away with Daffy Duck and also Mega Man Legends sealed, and this really unique game that I'm super happy to have. It is Rayman 2, The Great Escape, the Beach Ball Edition, which is crazy. It is not in the perfect condition as you can see, but never seen one in the wild before. Bomberman got this really great copy here, along with another game, Twisted Metal Brawl. Struck a really good deal here with the vendors, and yeah, I'm very happy to have these in my collection too.
Clean inside. The manual's
Is it?
crispy,
Okay.
as I recall. You can open it up if you want.
Oh, I trust it. Yeah, I was just mostly concerned about the box condition. Thank you.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I saw
man.
you guys. Were you at Renton City Retro?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I sold you a copy of Fire Emblem, like the box and the manual.
Yeah. Oh, you did. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Added that in
Are we
collection.
that memorable?
What was that?
Are we that memorable? Dude,
I
must
just
have seen a
remember
lot
that.
of people.
I don't know. I mean, I've got a good memory, so.
Yeah, you do.
Obviously
yeah.
you do.
On our next stop, we got Super Smash Bros. On the 64. Went to this booth, and yeah, this is a very nice copy. I would say pretty minty, especially selling at a very good price. He's selling at 160, I believe, and we went down to like 145. Very happy to have this in my collection. I just love the artwork in this game, and the guy is such a really chill dude too. Yeah, big shout outs to him, and hopefully I'll see him very soon in the next convention. I think game convention in Renton. Taking a little break from the convention here, we went to see the world's largest video game controller. They're playing Mario Brothers and trying to get over this level here, which was pretty fun to see. It does take a lot of dedication and teamwork, so more power to them. But yeah, this is an area here that is hosted by Blockbuster, which is really cool. And with that, I was here for the weekend, and I'm going to show you guys my pickups for PGRE 2023. Whew. Made it back home, and I'm about to show you guys my pickups from PGRE this year, 2023. All right, starting with this glow-in-the-dark t-shirt from Portland Game Expo. Check this out. It is, of course, this game convention started in Friday 13th. So what a cool way to have a promo, right? So making that out of the way, here we go. Let's show out some games. All right. Starting off with the cheapest game I got from the collection, Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles for $10. Not bad, right? I don't collect Wii games much, but since it's a Resident Evil game, it's a must-have. The next game we're gonna go with is Bomberman on PlayStation. This game is listed for $20. However, I got a pretty cool deal when I combined it with Twisted Metal Brawl, which is like a really cool game. Honestly, I didn't know this game existed, and when I saw the cover and everything, I'm like, yo, this is too cool not to have. The seller gave me a really sweet deal, and I couldn't pass on it. All right, the next game we got is one of my personal Dreamcast favorites, Plasma Sword. This game doesn't get enough love. It's definitely a 3D fighter with really cool weapons, futuristic, and it definitely feels very Dreamcast. So I highly recommend checking this game out. It's definitely one of Capcom's underappreciated games, and it features one of the characters you guys might know from Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Hayate, I think his name is right, but definitely amazing to have that in the collection. We have is Evil Dead. This one I haven't really played, but I love the cover of this game, and the guy was cutting me a really nice deal, so I couldn't really pass up, and the graphics are actually pretty good, right, for its time. Looks really nice, groovy. All right, the next game we got is Super Smash Bros. This is probably the cheapest I've seen a complete copy go for at the convention, especially in this condition. I mean, to me, I just love box art. It's one of my favorite things, and just see a very minty copy go for $160, and the seller was also willing to cut out more of a little bit of deal. So I really appreciate him so much. This is a really nice copy for the collection, so big shout outs to the vendor. All right, since I didn't get my dream games, I came away with some really great additions to them. So Mega Man 5, I don't have the Nintendo lot yet, so I have I believe 4 and 6. Now I have 5, so I'm still looking for 1, 2, and 3 to complete my Nintendo collection. Very stoked to have this one. This one is in pretty fair condition. Obviously, you see a lot of creases, some scratches, and a lot of wear. But I mean, overall though, it's pretty solid condition, right? I got this for about pretty much what asking price was. Just knocked about it was $10 off. Overall, very happy, and just look at this awesome cover though. Speaking of Mega Man, I finally got a copy of Mega Man 64. I'm a huge fan of the PS1 version of this game. I haven't played the 64 version. I think it's pretty much the same. The vendor that was selling this game is SideQuest. They are one of the companies that hosted the event. And Yes, that is definitely a sealed copy. So I couldn't resist. I'm like, for the price and condition, it looks really minty. As you can see, the price right there, it's like $350. However, everything I got the games for are definitely negotiable in price. So that's what makes it great. This game was bundled with a few others, which is Daffy Duck. This game is made from Sunsoft. I would say From Software. The people that made one of my favorite Game Boy Advance games, and that's Golden Sun. Super happy having this in my collection. Very pricey. I definitely worked out a deal with the vendor to get all three. I think this is one of the most coolest items I've ever gotten in my collection, honestly. It is Rayman 2. Previous video I had Rayman 2, but that was included with the Watch Edition. This one is included with the Beach Ball. Very different, very unique, and yeah, I mean, obviously you can tell that it is not in the greatest condition. However, it is pretty decent. I mean, it is like dented in and whatnot. I mean, it is sealed, which is really nice. I mean, a beach ball, really? Isn't that cool? So the vendor had this marked for best offer, basically saying, hey, just, you know, give us an offer we can't refuse. And I'm like, I haven't seen one of these pop up ever online. I've seen a bunch of like watches here and there. Yeah, this one, it was kind of no brainer for me to get. So I got a really good deal for all three of them together. Yeah, big shout outs to Side Quest Games. All right, I didn't want to really disclose prices because I don't want people to get mad at me or, you know, or think I overpaid, which I probably have, but hey, that's all right. The next game, I've been collecting a lot of Game Boy games. It is Dr. Franken. I mean, look at this cover though. How cool is that? The color, the contrast of this is really neat. I have not played this game, but this game looks really interesting. It kind of looks like a shooter in some way. I don't know, but the graphics are really great, right? But I'm very excited to explore this game. It is called Dr. Franken. Just the cover alone just had me intrigued. So, all right, this game here, I did not know existed. It is Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku 1 and 2. I had 1 and 2, but never the combo deal of this. So the vendor was really interesting. What he told me was that he had these sealed and sent out for grading, and the grader basically said that these games were fake, which had me a little worried. But on expecting them, he opened it up to his surprise, and to my surprise too, that yeah, it's legit. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks real, right? It's too late now, but I mean, I did pay a hefty price for it. But the next one, I wanted this in my collection for a while, especially this game is probably one of the better Zelda games, in my opinion. All right, it is Diminished Cap. Let me know if you guys play this game. But this game is really adorable. You play as tiny Link. If you guys like retro Link games, this is definitely a game that's really high up there for sure for Diminished Cap. It has such an adorable like art style. All right, next on my list is Musha. This is one of the grails I wanted for, yeah, a very long time. Of course, you guys see that stick right there. It is $1,100 is what the vendor wanted to sell for. Granted, it is kind of going around that price, but it is, yeah, a little bit, definitely a lot more than I want to pay for. So, fortunately, I brought some games with me to trade, and the vendor was really cool about it. I didn't get the best trade deals, but hey, at least I spent half of this price tag, which is a win for me. This also comes with the registration card, and he said that there's a Hellfire one too. I'm not sure what that one is, but let me know in the comments if you guys know anything about that. All right, last but not least, this is on my Game Boy Grail list, and I got Roland's Curse. So this game, I mean, is very mint. I even put it on into my acrylic case. I took one of my games out and put it on there just because it just deserves it. It's a very mint copy, has everything. But yeah, this one is truly complete, and very happy to have this in my collection. Yeah, those are my pickups in Portland Retro Expo 2023. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys can leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to say, keep on collecting.